Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're taking a magnifying glass to something really specific but super important for your health, the thyroid blood test.
That's right.
And we're basing our chat on this practical guide from Blood Test UK, really zooming in on how you can use this info right here if you're in Loughborough. Okay, let's unpack this. Our goal today is simple. Quickly get grips with why this test matters and, importantly, how easy it is to get sorted locally.
Yeah, and what's really interesting, I think, is how straightforward the thyroid's job actually is when you break it down. It's basically your body's main energy switch.
Energy switch, I like that.
Yeah, exactly. It makes these key energy helper chemicals, T4 and T3. Now, T4 is mostly like the storage form.
Okay.
But T3, that's the active one, the one that really gets your metabolism going, and the test checks for those.
Got it. T4 storage, T3 active energy.
Precisely. But critically, the test also looks at TSH. That's thyroid-stimulating hormone. It's a signal chemical the brain sends out.
Like a message from HQ.
Kind of, yeah. Think of TSH as the controller telling the thyroid switch what to do. So let's say the switch is running too slow.
Right.
That's called hypothyroidism. Your body isn't making enough T4, so the brain shouts louder, turns up the TSH signal, trying to kickstart it.
Okay, so high TSH means slow thyroid.
Generate, yes. High TSH, often with low T4, and you might feel, really tired, maybe put on weight easily, that kind of thing.
Makes sense.
And then there's the opposite. If the switch is stuck on fast, that's hyperthyroidism.
Right, too much energy.
Exactly. You'd likely have high T4 levels. So the brain whispers, it turns the TSH signal way down low.
So low TSH, high T4. You might feel maybe jumpy, anxious, lose weight without trying.
That's it. You've got it.
Yeah.
Simple when you think of it like that switch and the brain signal.
And the real benefit here, the big takeaway that Blood Test UK seems to emphasize is catching this early, right? Knowing these numbers stops bigger problems down the line.
Absolutely crucial. We're talking about preventing serious stuff later, like potential heart issues or really difficult struggles with mental health. It's not just about feeling a bit tired or wired.
Okay, that definitely elevates the importance. So knowing this, how does someone listening, perhaps in Loughborough, actually go about getting this test? Let's talk local logistics based on that guide.
Right, so Blood Test UK lays out the main options in the Loughborough area. First up, you've got your local GP surgery.
Like the Loughborough Health Center, for example.
Exactly, places like that. You can get the test done through the NHS. Usually it's free if your doctor thinks it's medically necessary. Maybe you have symptoms or perhaps a family history.
Okay, the standard route. But it can take time.
Yeah, the results might take a few days, sometimes up to a week, to come back through the NHS labs.
And the alternative?
The alternative mentioned is using a private clinic. There are options in and around Loughborough referenced by the guide.
Okay, so private clinics. What's the deal there?
Well, it's a trade-off. You pay for it, obviously. The cost can vary maybe somewhere between, say, £50 and £150, roughly.
Right.
But the big advantage is speed. You can often get your results back much faster, sometimes even within 24 to 48 hours.
That's quick. So NHS is free, but potentially slower. Private costs money, but gets you answers fast.
That's the basic comparison, yeah.
Here's where it gets really interesting, though. How does this play out practically? If you go private for speed, do you just take those results back to your NHS GP? Is that smooth?
That's a really good point. And the guide sort of touches on being proactive. Private tests are great for monitoring, especially if you already have a condition or maybe just for getting a baseline if you're worried.
So you use the results to talk to your doctor?
Exactly. Whether they're from the NHS or private. If you have a thyroid condition, Blood Test UK suggests regular checks, maybe every 6 to 12 months are key.
Right.
And those results help your doctor fine-tune any medication or, suggest lifestyle changes. It keeps that energy switch running smoothly. If you don't have a known condition, a check every 5 years or so might be sensible, but always chat with your GP.
So what does this all mean? It sounds like getting this thyroid test checked, whether you go via your GP in Loughborough or use a private service, is a pretty direct way to look after your long-term health, your energy. It's about understanding your body's own energy gauge.
It really is. It puts you a bit more in control. And just one final practical tip, something the source material highlights for getting the best results. Preparation matters.
Good one. What should people do?
Well, you might need to fast, meaning stop eating, for about 8 hours before the blood draw. But definitely check first.
Okay.
And also, crucially, tell your doctor about any medications you're taking. Some medicines can really affect the TSH levels, so they might need adjusting or noting. It just helps ensure the results are as accurate as possible.
Simple steps for reliable results. Good advice.